Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the covers of songs that earned more notoriety and are often more recognizable than their original versions.
But it ain't me, babe. No, it ain't me, babe.
Number 10, I Love Rock and Roll. Original, The Arrows. Cover, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
I saw her dancing there by the record machine.
You'd be forgiven for not remembering Britain's The Arrows, a glam rock group from the 1970s that first recorded and released I Love Rock and Roll. Their version, as cool as it is, just isn't widely remembered today, nor is it considered to be the definitive edition of the song.
Singing, I love rock and roll. So put another time in the jukebox, baby.
Instead, that honor goes to Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, who heard the Arrows original and decided to cover it a few years after its release.
I saw him dancing there by the record machine.
This comparatively more hard-rocking cover eventually grew to become something of a career calling card for Jett, particularly after departing her former group The Runaways. It was Joan's one-of-a-kind attitude and swagger that allowed I Love Rock and Roll to hit harder than ever before.
Singing, I love rock and roll. Put another time in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll.
Number 9, Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. Original, Robert Hazard. Cover, Cyndi Lauper.
Come home with the morning light. My mother said, my boy, you better start living right.
This song was less than 5 years old when Cyndi Lauper recorded it for her debut studio album She's So Unusual. As a result, its new wave stylings remain relatively intact within both versions. However, Lauper's decision to play around with Robert Hazard's lyrics allowed Girls Just Wanna Have Fun to progress in a powerful and meaningphone manner.
The phone rings in the middle of the night. My body yells, what you gonna do with your life?
She sings from a switched perspective of empowerment, whereas Hazard's original is a comparatively vapid and face value approximation of dating and intimacy.
These girls just wanna have fun. Yeah, girls just wanna have fun.
Lauper's cover went on to become something of a feminist anthem, while Hazard's demo has largely been relegated to trivia questions and lists like this one.
Girls just wanna have fun.
Number 8, Proud Mary. Original, Creedence Clearwater Revival. Cover, Ike and Tina Turner.
Left a good job in the city. Working for the man every night and day.
A great song doesn't always achieve chart success via multiple artists, but then again, Proud Mary wasn't just an average, everyday pop hit. This boisterous and rockin' tune did well with its originators, Creedence Clearwater Revival in 1969. Solomon Burke's cover that same year was also a hit.
Proud Mary, keep on burning. You're just rolling, rolling.
That said, it's the version laid down by Ike and Tina Turner that electrified the song, adding even more energy and solidifying it within the public consciousness.
And the Proud Mary keep on burning. Say we're rolling.
Turner's unfettered spark and charisma gave life to the band's upbeat and soulful arrangements. Proud Mary had entered its final stage, a defining track for a new music superstar and a new generation. Number 7, The Man Who Sold the World. Original, David Bowie. Cover, Nirvana.
Just upon the set, we spoke of what and when.
Generations of music fans were already well aware of The Man Who Sold the World prior to Nirvana covering it for MTV Unplugged in 1993. These were older generations, however. Folks from the 70s and 80s who were familiar with the David Bowie original, as well as hit covers from Lulu and Midge Ure.
Your vice to vice with the man who sold the world.
Nirvana's take, as a result, was delivered with perfect timing to keep the song relevant for the grunge-obsessed audiences of the 1990s.
We passed upon the stairs, spoken walls and well.
In fact, some say that it's Nirvana's version that helped retain interest in Bowie's glam rock gem, allowing The Man Who Sold the World to live on for future generations. If that isn't musical kismet, we don't know what is.
Your face to face with the man who sold the world.
Number 6, Respect. Original, Otis Redding. Cover, Aretha Franklin.
What you
want, honey, you got it. And what you need, baby, you got it.
There's no denying that both Otis Redding and Aretha Franklin are legendary soul singers. That said, Aretha's Stolen cover is something special, like lightning in a bottle that has proven to be a timeless masterpiece.
What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, you know I got it.
Her take is smoother and more refined, although the differences don't necessarily take away from the value of either version in a major way.
But all I'm asking for is respect when I come home.
Instead, Franklin's point of view allows her take on respect to speak from a point of feminism and civil rights in gripping fashion. Thus, the song became a career-making anthem for soul music's first lady, and deservedly so.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, T-C-A-P-T-C-B.
Number 5. Nothing Compares to You. Original, The Family. Cover, Sinead O'Connor.
Nothing compares to you.
Prince was famous for his work ethic, a tireless songwriter who seemed like he was always working. Nothing Compares to You was penned by him and given to a group he formed called The Family.
Nothing compares to you.
This musical group venture resulted in a single album that contained the OG Nothing Compares to You. Fast forward 5 years to Sinead O'Connor's second studio album, and it's her version that has captured the imaginations of listeners for years now.
I went to the doctor and guess what he told me? Guess what he told me?
The power of the song's striking music video likely helped things along in this regard, but O'Connor's version possesses an intimate and smolderingly intense power all its own.
Nothing compares. Nothing compares to you.
Number 4. All Along the Watchtower. Original, Bob Dylan. Cover, The Jimi Hendrix Experience.
All along the watchtower, princes kept the view.
Masterclass songwriters of Bob Dylan's caliber have always seen their music covered by a variety of artists. Adele's take on Make You Feel My Love is a great example of this.
To make you feel my love.
So is the Jimi Hendrix Experience's hard-rocking version of All Along the Watchtower. It'd go on to become one of the defining psychedelic rock songs of the 60s, a precursor to heavy metal that hinged upon Hendrix's charismatic vocals and guitar playing.
Businessman there, drink my wine. Plowman, dig my earth.
Meanwhile, the rhythm section hammers home an urgent groove that's impossible to resist. Thus, the group updated All Along the Watchtower for a very swingin' decade.
All along the watchtower, princes kept the view.
Number 3. Hallelujah. Original, Leonard Cohen. Covers, John Cale and Jeff Buckley.
From your lips she drew the hallelujah.
There have been quite a few artists that tried to take a swing at Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. It was John Cale's 1991 version that arguably piqued mainstream interest in Cohen's 1984 original after it was included in Shrek.
It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah.
That said, few Hallelujah covers have as much palpable melancholy and sadness as Jeff Buckley's 1994 recording.
From your lips she drew the hallelujah.
The singer-songwriter unfortunately died when he was only 30, which lends a fatalistic aura to his Hallelujah that's echoed in his impossibly resonant and impassioned vocals. Cohen's original features a metered, insistent cadence, while Buckley's balladry is smoother and more stretched out, allowing each word to drip down like honey or molasses.
It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah.
Number 2. Hurt. Original 9 Inch Nails. Cover, Johnny Cash. Trent Reznor's original version of Hurt for his band 9 Inch Nails possesses a unique and impenetrable darkness all its own. That said, it's Johnny Cash's cover from 2002 that has allowed the song to enter a transformative state, one that proves how truly great music can transcend genres.
And you could have it all. My empire of dirt.
Cash was in the twilight of his life when he recorded and released Hurt, and this feeling of mortality envelops the end result like a funerary shroud. It's virtually impossible to retain our composure as images of Cash as a young man flash across the screen in the accompanying video, too. Thus, Cash gave Reznor's evocative ballad a new and vulnerable life all its own.
I will let you down. I will make you hurt.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Killing Me Softly with his song. Original, Lori Lieberman. Covers, Roberta Flack and the Fugees. Both stunning covers are more widely known than the original.
Killing me softly with his song, killing me softly.
Killing me softly with his song, killing me softly.
Killing me softly with this song, killing me softly.
Knockin' on Heaven's Door. Original, Bob Dylan. Cover, Guns N' Roses. Bringing forth the rock.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Hey, hey.
It's My Life. Original, Talk Talk. Cover, No Doubt. A perfect cover at a perfect time.
It's my life. It's my life. It never ends.
Tainted Love. Original, Gloria Jones. Cover, Soft Cell. Updating an obscure soul cut for the modern day.
Tainted love you're giving, I give you all a girl can give you.
This tainted love you've given, I give you all a boy could give you.
Higher Ground. Original, Stevie Wonder. Cover, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Somehow making the funk funkier.
Keep on turning, 'cause it won't be too long. Keep on turning, 'cause it won't be too long.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. I Will Always Love You. Original, Dolly Parton. Cover, Whitney Houston. It's a musical Sophie's Choice of sorts. Which version of I Will Always Love You do you prefer? Both are sung by generational talents, the originator and songwriter Dolly Parton and the artist covering it, Whitney Houston. Country purists or die-hard Dolly fans may swing her way. However, the public at large is probably more familiar with Houston's cover, taken from the soundtrack to 1992's The Bodyguard. Houston more than put her stamp on the song, creating a mesmerizing listening experience that's indescribable. Thus, she allowed I Will Always Love You to cross over into the pop world and charts from its heartfelt country roots. Did you not know any of these were covers? Let us know in the comments. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.